Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. God is not fair. That's the topic. Or rather, is God fair? Now, the word of God tells us, it says, Esau I hated, Jacob I loved. From the womb, my brother, my sister. So somebody might say, okay, Jacob I hated, Esau I loved. So it's nobody's fault if certain things goes wrong in life. No. Now, I want us to understand the context of the 8. 8 in our physical word is something that despises, is something that is terrible. But in spiritual language, that is not the word. When God says, Esau I hated, Jacob I loved, it doesn't mean that God hates him in that language that we hated. Do you know how much and how blessed Esau was? He was a blessed man. The Bible tells us that when he was coming to meet his brother Jacob, years later, he was so rich that he rejected the things that Jacob brought for him. So we must understand that the language of God is different from our physical language that we're born and we learned. We learned 2 plus 2. Who told us 2 plus 2 is actually 4? We learned it. So 8 in the physical context is not the same 8 in the spiritual context. Now, the question I now want to ask and I want to tell somebody is, there are times that you look at it and say, oh, but why is it that when I started serving God, everything began to go wrong for me? In fact, you will find out sometimes you look at it and say, okay, as a young man or as a young woman, as a young man, the moment I began to serve God, I just realized that I began to lose everything. I realized that the ones that are not children of God, they are doing better than me. Or as a young woman that you've been a child of God right from virginity, you are still unmarried. And you know your classmates, you know your secondary school mate that committed more than 5 abortions and now she's happily married with 5 children. And you're wondering, God, what have I done? What is it? Is it this? Is it that? Look, my brother, my sisters, calm down. God is not fair. Is what you might say, but God is a loving and a just God. Now I want you to look at this. Look at it in the physical. You have 2 children, and this child, this one of your children, anything you tell the child to do, she does it. Then you have another child that anything you tell that child to do, they won't do it. Very stubborn. It doesn't change the love that you have for them. No. But the truth of the matter is that the access that the child that listens to you would have will be more than the one that doesn't listen. The one that listens to you will have access to a lot of things. Closeness to you, words of wisdom, access to a lot of things, even your finances. But the one that is very stubborn, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you don't love that child. But the access is limited. That's the way it is. Do not forget, the word of God says that the Lord Almighty knows about the hairs that falls. That strand of hair that falls, He knows about it. Talk more of you that you are serving Him day and night is because your season has not yet come. By the time your season comes, you are going to outrun those that have gone ahead of you. So I've come to encourage somebody in this month that please do not look at circumstances. Do not compare and look at others and begin to measure it and begin to conclude and say, God is not fair. He's a fair God. He's a just God. Keep serving Him. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Shalom.